Hello students, I am Pradeep Gare from sgm College Karad. Today we study the new topic in 12th science class. Subject is information technology and topic is advanced web designing. Before you going to study the advanced web designing, you know some concepts related to the web designing. For example, web pages, website, web browser, web servers, some concepts you know before going to study the advanced web designing. Here, first is web page. What is web page? Web page or web document is a document or information resource on www, that is World Wide Web, and these pages can be accessed through web browsers and displayed on monitor or displayed on screen. Okay, web pages, these are the pages or web pages or web documents are the documents or informations resource on World Wide Web and can be accessed through a web browser, can be accessed through web browser and displayed on monitor. This is called the web pages. Then next is website. Next concept is a website. The collection of web pages. The collection of web pages are known as website. Multiple web documents are linked each other and to form the websites. Website is a collection of web pages, and web pages means web pages or web documents is a document or information resources on www and can be accessed through web browsers. These pages are called web pages, and this group of web pages are stored in some locations and linked each other to form website. Then web server. Next concept is web server. Web server means it is a collection or it is a computer that store website. Web server is a server that store website, that store websites. Multiple websites are stored on web server. The next concept is home page. Another one more concept is home page. What is home page? Home page means the first page of website. Okay, home page is the first page. Home page is the first page of website are called home page. Then what is web browser? Web browser is a software. Web browser is a software program through which we can access web pages. For example, web browsers are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, Netscape Navigator, Netscape Communicator. These are the examples of web browsers. Simply, web browsers means web browser is a software program through which we can access the web pages. You can access the web pages through the web browser. Then this concept you know before going to study the advanced web designing. This concept I can explain again. Web pages means it is a information or document resources on www can be accessed by through a web browser and displayed on monitor or displayed on screen. These web pages can be accessed through the web browsers. Web browsers means is the software programs through which we can access web pages. The examples of the web browsers are Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Safari, etc. are the examples of web browsers. Then website. Website is a collection of web pages. Multiple pages are stored or multiple pages are interlinked each other to form website. Website is a collection of web pages. Then website is a collection of web pages. Home page means the first page of the website. The first page of any website is called home page. Students, in this chapter you study the next concept in advanced web designing, that is form. Form. HTML forms are required when you want to collect some data from the site visitor. HTML form are required when you want to collect some data from the website visitors. For example, during user registration, you want to collect some required information such as name, email address, credit card, client ID, etc. Or for example, you can fill some admission form. In this admission form, you can fill student name, address, contact number, etc. information you can fill, and this information stored in some database servers. During user registration, you want to collect some information, for example, name, mail address, client credit card, etc. A form will be take input from the site visitor and then will post to the backend application such as PHP script, JavaScript, CGI, ASP, that is active server pages. The backend application will be perform required processing on the process data based on defined business logic inside the application. There are various form elements. Form elements means form objects. There are various form elements like text fields or input text box, text field, the text box, also called text box. Next is checkbox. These are the form elements. Checkbox, these are the checkbox are represented. Student, you can fill, that is you can just tick mark the checkbox. Then next element is radio button. Radio button store only single values. For example, male, female. Like this information you can design in form radio button. You can choose multiple values. You can represent through checkbox. Next is text area field, drop down menus. That is list box. Then combo box. multiple items are displayed drop down menus. These are the some basics elements or basic objects you can design using the design form. These are the basic elements of the form. At the time of designing the form, you can use some elements to design the form attractive. Form is created using form tag and close form tag. Student, you know the tags and its attributes. Already you can study HTML in 11th class. You can study the advanced concepts in HTML, that is advanced web designing. Already you are familiar to the tags and its attributes. Tags and attributes. Okay. Students, you can create form using the form tag. All form elements are placed inside the body of the form tag. These elements, text field, checkbox, radio button, drop down box, you can put all these required elements in the form and form tag inside the form body. All form elements are placed inside the body of the form. Form cannot be nested. Nested means form within form. Form, you can remember this important point, that is form cannot be nested. Nested means form inside form or form within form. Form is never or form cannot be nested. The HTML form tag used to create HTML form, and it has the syntax. HTML form has a syntax. This syntax is syntax means the example. Syntax means the example how to you can create the form in HTML pages. The syntax of the form tag is syntax of form tag is form syntax of the form tag is form action is equal to form action is equal to script URL is equal to script URL means uniform resource locator. Then method is equal to get or post. In any form there are only two values of the method attributes, that is get or post. Get or post. Here student, form is a tag. Form is a tag, and this action and method, these are the attributes. These are the attributes of form tag. Action and method, these two are the attributes of the form tag. Form is a tag. Form is a tag. In this form you can use two attributes, that is action and method. Action is a script URL. You can put the path of your script in your form tag. and the method have only two values, that is get and post. You can study details in next lecture that what is get and what is post. Action and method, these are the attributes of the form tag. And then you can close the form tag, but before you can close the form tag, you can put here your form elements. Form elements in this opening and closing form tag. These form elements are the examples of already here we study, that is the input, text box, checkbox, radio buttons. These are the elements of the form tag. You can put these elements in form close, open and close form tag. This is the simple syntax for the form tag. By using this form tag, you can create the form. Here, action and method, these two are the common attributes of the form tag. Apart from common attributes, the action and method, these are the common. Apart from that, another two attributes of the form tag is attribute apart from this form action and method attributes. Another some attributes of the form tags are target. Target is the attribute of the form tag. The meaning of the target is to specify the target window or frame where the result of the script will be displayed. In this situation, you can use the target tag. Then next is name. The name attribute is used to assign the name of form. Another attribute of the form tag is name. Name is the attribute of form tag. Okay, name is the attribute of form tag. Using this name attribute is used to assign the name to the form. Along this name attribute, you can specify the name of the form. These are the some commonly used attributes of the form tags is action, method, target and name. These are the some commonly used attributes of the form tag.